And now moving on to the last session, Inventing the Impossible.
Tech is magic. Is it impossible? We are magic. It's possible. Because technology is power. And we power the future. For people, making the world a magical place. We make the world a better place to live in. It's your time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. All right. So thanks for the introduction, Alison. And we put that title around technology is magic because you talk all day about innovation. And we strongly believe that if we need to invent the future, we need to think about things that are impossible, and our job is to make them possible, right? This is our mission. And so if I reflect a bit about, why, what's funny, yeah? Why magic is important? Well, if I look backwards, and first maybe, as you know, I'm leading tech in Yala, but when I was a kid, I really loved magic. And I really thought that, working in technology was cool because, like Andersen, and when I joined that company, I thought I could do very funny stuff. And we were already doing AI, by the way, at that time. And when I learned today from all the speakers, with Omar, with Eileen, with David, they all talk about innovation. How can we put innovation in everything we do? And so I really think that in order to step up to the next level, we really have to think about some magics. And again, think that there are things that we believe are impossible, but in fact, they can be possible. So, so we had, when we were all kids, we were doing some things like that, that you can see on the screen, trying to do some robots yourself on paper. And by the way, when you look at the Accenture Innovation Center, we do what we call prototype today, which is cartoon, and paper, etc. So we still do that, by the way. But we all, and we saw that before, that was a very nice presentation, we all have dreams. Don't you have dreams when you were kids? Do you have dreams today? We all have dreams. And that's what you can see with the Harry Potter theme, is about thinking about really new stuff that never happened before. And innovation is usually about solving a problem. When you think about Uber, for example, it was really to solve a problem, or is to invent new things, like going to Mars or wherever. And again, so it's about making the impossible possible. So today, all this session is around you, and how can we amplify you, right? And changing the leadership. I heard this morning around being truly human, being a global communicator, and as well being, I like it, being an entrepreneurial innovator. And I will add for myself personally, being extremely curious. Because I think if we are not, then you can't think about new stuff. So that's what I believe personally. So I wanted to take the opportunity being there and soon with Marco to really, again, congratulate all of you to be here today. So big applause to all of you. Now I would like to bring a bit of magic, as I said, but you all have a team. You can't do everything. You need experts. So I thought that the best way was to call a friend. What we do in some games, right? Call a friend who can help us in bringing some magic in what we do every day. And this is my friend Marco, who should be somewhere. He will not appear in the middle of the stage, to join me on stage. So Marco Tempest.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Yves. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So tech is changing the world as we know it. Let's look to what we mean by that. Have you ever seen that thing? This is a digital hologram done in Japan, so some people are from Japan, and she's a pop star, right? Completely digital. Her name is Hatsune Miku. She has 100 million hits on the internet, and today there's been some few songs already created. There is 175,000 songs ready. And obviously, she's doing concerts in multiple places of the world at the same time, right? So that's what I believe, some days before that was impossible. It became possible, right? So that's why you're here, Marco. We really want to get your help and think about, with magic, how can we define some new things and make them possible? Thanks.
So magic is a very introverted field. We magicians do not like to share our methods and secrets. Now, in contrast, I learned that Accenture actively shares its technology vision, things like how AI is the new UI, that ecosystems will be macrocosms, the evolution of the workplace marketplace, the importance on focusing for design for humans. Now, so in that sense, I'm inspired, and I tried an exercise in openness and inclusiveness by reaching out into the open source software community to create new digital tools for magicians, tools that could eventually be shared with other artists to start them off further on in the process and to get them to the poetry faster. So I'd like to start my presentation by showing you something which came out of these collaborations. It's an augmented reality projection tracking and mapping system, a digital storytelling tool. So maybe we can bring down the lights. Okay. And so my creative process always begins with a blank canvas, which is equally frightening and exciting. Frightening because of the endless possibilities, exciting for the same reasons. But once I commit my first stroke, the adventure begins. And I got a little bit inspired by the videos this morning, and let's start in a truly human way. I was a little nervous, I forgot the floor. Let's try that again. Hello. Hey. Come on. This way. Come on. This way. Let's give him something to play. There you go. Want to try this one? Ah, let's help him out. There you go. Okay. How about this one? Okay. Learning, eh? I think that's enough. That's enough. Okay. Let's get rid of this. That's better. Thank you. Oh. You okay? Okay. Try something a little different. Come on. Over here. Come on. Okay. Ah. Hey. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ah. Yeah, it's okay. Go for it. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Yves.
Thank you, Marco. I think that helps a lot, right, to think about stuff that were impossible. In Accenture, that's as well the way we look at things, because we do a vision, and in the vision we do, and there are 5 themes this year, there are things that we believe are impossible. But in fact, if you look to the five of them, if you start first with AI, it's already real, right? I mean, there are still things to be invented, but if you look at today, AI being the new user interface, it's even more. It becomes the company image. Because when you do a chatbot and you put AI on it, then the system is going to answer for you, and even the voice will be kind of your image. So you really have to think differently the way you do your business when you put AI in it. So when you do a RPA job, including AI as well, you need to rethink the way you position your company. But as well, you can do very good things, like we heard before around video analytics for health, where you can screen image and anticipate and do some recognition of pattern for concert, for example. So there are really cool stuff we can do, but still, even in Accenture, we included AI in the MyWizard tool that you all know, which is taking some decision for managers, which is a bit strange, but you know, that's it, it works. But we have to innovate and think about new things we can do on AI. So magic can help. If you think about the ecosystem, the second one is the same. I had the chance to be at Hannover Messe. I don't know if you have ever been there before. And it was amazing because the ecosystem is already there. But again, if we want to play a role in the ecosystem, we have to innovate and think about what should be our new offering on the ecosystem power play. If we look to the marketplace, I heard things this morning already around it, where as well we have to innovate in the way we collaborate. And when we think that by 2020 in the US, 43% of the people will be freelancers, that's a big change. Procter & Gamble is already doing product design, leveraging innovation platform like Upwork. So this is a big change. And even for Accenture, we have platforms like that, where you can connect and register yourself to take some task and propose some innovation. And as well, there are things that we do, and I think in the labs, I know Mark is around, and I know in the labs, and we did as well in India, we have been leveraging Microsoft technology to help people who are disabled, and specifically in that case, blind people. And I think it's good to spend 2 to 3 minutes to look at it. So let's play that short video, please.
I'm Saqib Sheikh. I lost my sight when I was 7, and shortly after that I went to a school for the blind, and that's where I was introduced to talking computers, and that really opened up a whole new world of opportunities. I joined Microsoft 10 years ago as a software engineer. I love making things which improve people's lives. And one of the things I've always dreamt of since I was at university was this idea of something that could tell you at any moment what's going on around you.
I think it's a man jumping in the air doing a trick on a skateboard.
I teamed up with like-minded engineers to make an app which lets you know who and what is around you. It's based on top of the Microsoft Intelligence APIs, which makes it so much easier to make this kind of thing. The app runs on smartphones, but also on the Pivot Head smart glasses. When you're talking to a bigger group, sometimes you can talk and there's no response and you think, is everyone listening really well, or are they half asleep? And you never know.
I see two faces, 40-year-old man with a beard looking surprised, 20-year-old woman looking happy.
The app can describe the general age and gender of the people around me and what their emotions are, which is incredible. One of the things that's most useful about the app is the ability to read out text.
Hello, good afternoon. Here's your menu.
Great, thank you. I can use the app on my phone to take a picture of the menu, and it's going to guide me on how to take that correct photo.
Move camera to the bottom right and away from the document.
And then it'll recognize the text. Read me the headings.
I see appetizers, salads, paninis, pizzas, pastas.
Years ago, this was science fiction. I never thought it would be something that you could actually do, but artificial intelligence is improving at an ever faster rate, and I'm really excited to see where we can take this. As engineers, we're always standing on the shoulders of giants, building on top of what went before. And in this case, we've taken years of research from Microsoft Research to pull this off.
I think it's a young girl throwing an orange frisbee in the park.
For me, it's about taking that far-off dream and building it one step at a time.
I don't know, I'm trying to find out.
I think this is just the beginning.
Okay. I'm hearing that there is some tech issue around, so we'll try to do our best. And the last one we can see on the screen now, which is the uncharted, which is around creating new industry and really reinventing the way industry exists today, going across boundaries. So and on that one, I mean, thinking about complete new industry, like Elon Musk has done, thinking of after what has been created, moving to the energy sector. And this is a radical change, and now he's willing to move to Mars. So it's completely crazy, right? But this is across, going across. There is no more industry. We need to fully rethink it. So again and again, I think with Marco, we're going to need your help because specifically on that last vision, we have to be super creative. So why not using a bit more magic, Marco, here? So again, we need your help. Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you. So magic is actually an excellent way for staying ahead of the reality curve, to make possible today what science might make possible tomorrow. And as I learned this morning, Accenture has this incredible innovation infrastructure where you go from like research through ventures, labs, studios, innovation centers. So this way of speeding up the process and kind of prototyping the future, going from imagination to innovation. So in that spirit, we magicians prototype the future too by adding a little bit of magic to existing technology. And I brought something with me which kind of illustrate that. So you probably all heard of Microsoft HoloLens and the whole range of augmented reality devices which you are getting this year. So these are my illusion glasses. They're prototype, they're a little bulky. But when you look through them, you get a glimpse into the mind of a cyber illusionist. So it's kind of augmented reality / mind-reading device. Let me put this on. And I'll show you how this works in just a moment. So all we need is maybe best